Good morning, it's Comic-Con today. Good morning, welcome back to Wheelie Access. It's been about 5 weeks since we made a video due to the fact I've not been very well, had an operation and I've been having problems with my right arm, which is due another operation, well, in time just before Christmas apparently, with plastic surgery. So that should be fun. But today, well, right now it's 5:30 in the morning, it's pitch black, we've been awake since 4:30. We are on our way to Humber Unleashed. So yes, all the way to Hull, over near the Humber Bridge, for the Comic-Con over there today with the one and only Clem So. He's going to be there. We're looking forward to meeting him. So that should be a fun day. There's also some cosplayers. Geek Monkey are making an appearance, so that's Liz and Lou. We'll see you there. Looking forward to seeing you girls. That should be fun. I love their artwork. So
we have an order as well.
Oh, we do. We have an order we need to pick up for somebody's 21st birthday. So yes, we're going to be going there and getting that. So 3-hour drive to get your birthday present. You better be happy with it. So yes, if not, I'll kick you up the backside. But yes, it should be a fun day. 3-hour drive. You looking forward to it?
Yes, because it's a new car.
New car. Ford EcoSport ST line.
First video in the new car.
Yeah. Should be a good drive. 3 hours. I think I'm just gonna
go to sleep.
I might just watch some Netflix, to be perfectly honest.
That'll be fine.
You drive, I'll Netflix and chill. Sounds good. But yeah, so it's all the way to Hull for Humber Unleashed. So we don't know what's going to be unleashed today. We haven't got a clue what we're letting ourselves in for. We just know a few bits and pieces. But yeah, this should be a lot of fun. So hopefully we'll get some interviews and see you guys later. Right, well, what a journey that was. It's taken us 3.5 hours when it should have taken us 2.5. But we've just arrived. Traders are still setting up. We're about 45 minutes early, so we can just relax and gather our wits after the journey here. Now, there was a lot of shut off roads and a lot of heavy fog. So yeah, that was fun. And we didn't know where the fog lights were on the car. It's a new car, we couldn't find them. We had to check the user manual, which was quite funny. Pit stop in the Greggs, that was needed as well on the way here. So yeah, apart from that, pretty decent journey. Was it easy enough for you? Pretty straightforward really, wasn't it? And inbuilt sat-nav and stuff made it so much better. But yes, watching all the traders now, taking all the stuff in for their tables. Seems to be a lot of traders actually. Apparently this is bigger than the one we were at last time. But I don't think there's as many people here to meet. I don't know. All I know is so far that he's Clem So, and there's a cosplay lady here as well. And I don't really know much about cosplay. I don't really take part in cosplay, but we'll soon find out who's here. Keep watching, and we'll see what we find. See you in a bit, guys.
want a selfie? I think. Is that cool?
Absolute pleasure to meet you. Very excited to meet you today. Just a few questions, just a few bits and pieces, just to touch base on sort of like your job role that you have. To be honest, it's probably a job that everybody in the world wants, because it's such an awesome opportunities that you come across. But it's just like, question one, what made you want to actually become an actor?
Well, first of all, let's clarify that I'm a background actor.
Okay.
No reason, really, other than my brother would encourage me to do it. My background is in fine art, so I have creativity. I just tried it, tried a few films, and seemed to be getting a lot of luck with it. I just followed my nose, really. I felt, well, I might have something here because people are interested in having me in scenes. Different kinds of scenes.
Yeah.
So I just followed it and it just grew from there. So I found myself getting more and more work, but also now it's got to the point where, you know, whenever I come onto a film set, there's always somebody from production that knows me, which means that I probably may have been suggested by them, or they might book me, you know, because they work with me and they know what to do.
It's always good to have that connection then, isn't it?
Yeah, so it is a bit of experience, I think, and also it was a bit who you know, but you have to, you know, it's got to that point where I know how I got there because I worked with that person in the movie.
Yeah, that's good. Question two is, what film were you most excited about working on? Of all, I know you've done a lot, and like we said before, we pretty much own every film you've been in. So
probably the Marvel films, because I grew up reading Marvel comic books, and I'm a big fan of Stanley and Jack Kirby's artwork and Steve Ditko. I loved all the early issues, 1970 reprints. So I was really immersed in that Marvel comic superhero world and that universe, and I always loved the idea that we could cross over and be in each other's comic books. So yeah, obviously, so when I got the opportunity to work on a Marvel comic movie, I was very excited about that.
Fantastic. So it's right to say you're more Marvel than DC, yeah?
100%, yeah, absolutely.
Excellent. Question three. Now I've seen you've had a lot of different costume designs and different films that you've been in. What's the longest time you've actually had to be in makeup and costuming? What's the longest time you've actually had to sit there while they've...
Probably some of the Doctor Who creatures, when they have to put prosthetics on you, like scars and things, that can take a lot of time to put on. So maybe that, or when I was on Doctor Strange, they did a lot of complicated hair work for my hair. It was long, and they wanted to put a lot of little tiny braids in there. You don't even see it. It's just a suggestion of that, but that's the kind of detail we're going for.
And how long in time scale would that take?
Actually, the longest one, the longest one I had, I did work on Beauty and the Beast, and as one of the debutante carers. And initially, when I went for a hair and makeup test, because I had the long grey hair, they had this idea that they wanted to curl my hair, do the traditional curls, and then obviously that probably took like, I don't know, a couple of hours or so. And then when it came to filming, I think they realised they were wasting a lot of time curling his hair. So they decided they were going to have men with short hair, and they were going to wear these white grey-haired wigs in rollers.
Like judges'
Yeah,
wigs. sort of thing.
exactly. I was the only one that had actually genuinely had my hair curled, and it took ages. I was always the first one in hair and makeup and the last to leave, which was really annoying for me because it was like I never got a coffee break or anything. It was like totally in there.
Nobody even brought you a coffee.
No, they didn't do stuff like that. But yeah, so I was like, it's probably not a good deal.
Fair enough. The question 4 is: have you got anything that you can tell us you've got coming up? Anything in the works at the moment in time?
It's always a dodgy one. That a lot of the things I'm working on are really top secret projects. He likes to keep it that way.
Yeah. We did check your IMDb listing, and there wasn't a lot listed. I was sat thinking, there's something. There's got to be something there, but it's not being listed.
Yeah. There's a couple of movies that's maybe not listed.
Anything more Marvel?
I couldn't say.
You're not allowed to say?
I couldn't say if it was. If it's same as Star Wars.
Right, yeah.
I couldn't say on those. Anything Disney related.
Oh, it's all Disney, isn't it? Yeah, they're very strict, yeah.
And I'm a professional, so I have to abide.
Well, we wouldn't want to get you in any trouble at all, no. And question 5, final question. I don't want to take up any more of your time. Question 5 is: out of all the characters you've been, who was your favourite? Your personal favourite?
I'll tell you what,
boxes while there's still members of the public in the building. We'll start clearing at 4 o'clock, so please feel free to break down, but do not move anything around before then.
The Space Family one is one which was Oxygen episode 5 of season 10. The idea of being a zombie in a spacesuit on a space station, chasing the Doctor and the assistant around the space station, that was just like...
That's the stuff for video games, isn't it?
It was mental, right? It's like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this and I'm being paid for it. It's like, this is so much fun chasing the Doctor around. He's running away from me. He's scared of me, and it's like, I can't believe this, and it's like, yeah, that was and I love the whole spacesuit character, you get me in a spacesuit anytime. I love that. I love that whole idea. Yeah.
I do like that. Yeah, I'm going to go home and watch that one right now.
Please do.
I've not seen that one, no. Is that, which Doctor was that?
Peter Capaldi.
That's the Capaldi one.
Episode 5, season 10.
Episode 5, season 10. Oxygen, you say it's called.
That's it.
I'll be keeping an eye out on that.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much for your time.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, just to begin with, if you could tell us your name, your job role for us.
So I'm Amy, aka Strange Boston Cosplay, and I'm a volunteer within Team Unleashed, and I help out with a lot of the Unleashed events. And today I've been co-hosting with another cosplayer.
Excellent. Now we've just got a few questions for you today about how the Unleashed brand looks at disability and how it helps people with disabilities. Now, question number one is, what does the word disabled mean to yourself? When you hear the word disabled, what do you think?
When I hear disabled, I automatically assume like a physical limitation, whether or not it's a wheelchair access or something along the lines of that. I know it encompasses like mental disability, but for me personally, some kind of physical limitation within somebody. Yeah,
that's a very honest answer.
Yeah.
Perfect. You know. Now, question two is. Obviously, you work within the company. You are very closely involved with the actual events. So, the advertising side of the events, I'm sure you see a lot of, and you do a lot of promoting yourself. What kind of advertising do you have that is aimed towards people with disabilities? Do you advertise that there is disabled access? When you go to a venue, do you look out for disabled access, or is it just how does it work with you guys?
I'm going to have to guess a lot of this because I'm not involved entirely in the kind of base level organisation. I know that when it's advertised within social media, they'll try to say as much as possible what access is available, whether or not there's, even down to like parking access. I know obviously that will be included as well, if there's disabled parking and whatnot available for that. I think in terms of advertising strictly within like a leaflet or stuff like that, I think it's just aimed as everybody as a whole rather than any specific. I think any queries that come within that go through the Facebook page and then the messages are answered straight away for that. So if it's not advertised strictly like there is disabled access and whatnot, then the kind of messaging system is there available for people to ask questions,
So
and people are willing to answer.
I did notice on your Facebook page as well for this specific event, there was a lot of updates going on, so there was always like some sort of presence. So I got the feeling if I did have an issue, there was somebody I could.
I mean, they're very good. We've got a small team within that'll answer messages very, very quickly, because at the end of the day, this is an event for everybody and everybody needs to be included. If there's something that you're unsure of, or there's something that you need to make sure it can happen for you to have a good time, then I'll have to make sure that happens.
Absolutely. So, question three. I know you say you're a volunteer.
Yes.
So obviously that takes a lot to do as well, to volunteer such a chunk of your time, especially on a Sunday when you could be sat at home having a Sunday dinner. Let's go do some Street Fighter cosplay for the day, sort of stuff.
This is literally what I do. Just sitting at home on my sofa, just dressing up, and I'm so glad no one comes to the
So everybody comes to the house to dress as Blanca,
honestly, I don't think
green with big orange wig.
It's usually green face paint or something like that. Honestly, I'm so glad the postie doesn't go. Never mind.
But obviously, when coming to volunteering, they don't always demand so much of your time, because it's not, you're not paid to do that. You shoot saying, look, I'm going to help you guys, sort of thing. But I do know some people go through some training, and those who are fully employed by companies do go through training. But is there any sort of like training that is aimed for you guys to help people with disabilities?
I wouldn't say, wouldn't say formally. I'm lucky enough that I'm a teacher, so a lot of my training will be come through the school, and I know that the Unleashed events will almost, I'm trying to think of a word, I know that you'll cut these things, will trust that like my training background and my education background can support that, because obviously within schools I need to make sure that I have the daily kind of safeguarding stuff, and that can apply to here as well. I wouldn't have said strictly, but I know that I'm very much the type of person, and I know that a lot of the volunteers are, if there's an issue or if there's an access issue, then we'll try to sort it as much as possible, because these events are meant to be as inclusive as possible, and if they're not, then we need to make sure that they are adjusted in a way that does support any people, any person.
I didn't know there was a lot of people who were on hand to offer assistance. Like before, I couldn't get out to go to the the shooting range that was outside, and there was people straight away were up and were like, do you want us to help you with that, which was good. Really nice of people.
I think within the kind of venues that they pick and that are like access limitations, they'll make sure that we get around it, because I know that poor Jane, who came to do a talk on the stage, she's got bad knees, so she couldn't get on the stage, so we just brought it down a level and just made it accessible.
Is that Harley Quinn, was it?
When it was hosting it, Jane, she was doing
the NASA t-shirt, yeah.
So she wasn't able to get onto the stage, so we just brought the whole kind of session down to her. And it went really well, to be honest, but it was just that was her access issue.
We didn't get to hear much of that because it felt a bit cramped for me to bring a wheelchair in.
Yeah, because as well, that's the other issue as well, like just spatial issues, like making sure that people aren't blocking exits as well.
Yeah, I mean, people were always willing to get out of the way, but it just, you know, when you're in a chair, you don't want to have to keep saying to people, excuse me, because when people look at you, they think, he's going to ask me to move now. And it becomes a bit of a burden on you.
No, not at all. Like, I think sometimes, what happens, not everybody, don't get me wrong, but just trust that people will be polite enough to give you that access, because, you know, it's that difference between, you say, like, disabled and abled.
Yeah.
And the other way, they are able to move. So they should. I think sometimes if they don't, that's a spiteful thing to do, really.
It is.
So you want to be a part of that situation as well. And that,
I mean, people were nice enough to move, but when you're in a wheelchair and there's a lot of people around you, you think, I can't get out,
as well,
sort of thing,
like,
you start to panic.
I try not to jump in as well too much, because it wasn't me organising this one, to speak into the microphone so that it can be heard.
Well, I know that's like. Question number 4, what sort of discount do you offer for people with disabilities, if any at all? Is it like...
I'm going to outright admit I have no idea.
You have no idea on that?
No,
that's fine.
I'm not sure. I think there has been a query before, and I think that is that offer there at the end of the day. If there is a carer that needs to be there for that person who wants to visit that event, then you know, there's no reason why not. At the end of the day, shy Ben's getting out.
Yeah, I mean,
as they say up north. So
and final question now. I have a very rare disorder, very rare illness. Not many people have heard of. We find that because with my old job as an entertainer, I used to have to travel around the country registering with different doctors everywhere we went. And every time I say to them what my illness is, they'd say to me, "Oh, I've never heard of that." And this is a medically trained professional. But just a yes or no answer. It's all it's needed really. Is have you ever heard of an illness called Derkham's disease? No. Fair enough. Nobody ever says yes. Nobody's ever said yes at all. In these, we've done about 6-7 of these interviews, and not once has yes been said. So, yeah. But thank you very much for your time.
Not a problem.